Why can't we have more of like these kind of trends rather than like Dubai chocolate?
Seriously.
This is awesome. Yes.
At least with this, we're promoting health and trying to better ourselves. We're not over here drinking chocolate and sugar and caramel. My wife is also a big college football fan, so this is not me ignoring her and being the terrible husband. That's not what this is. Last week, we were talking about the hurricanes, the Miami Hurricanes.
God.
And I said,
no,
they're good. They have no competition. They got through their slate, the heavy slate. They're going to be great the rest of the season. They're going to go through no problem. And then 3 days later, they lost. So I totally jinxed it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Koffee Kult podcast. I am JD.
And I am Lucas.
This episode is going to be fun. It's also interesting because this episode is coming out a week later than we had anticipated. It turns out sometimes when you record with equipment that leans on technology, that can fail you at times. That's exactly what happened last week.
A little bit.
We had recorded this show, and then, oh boy, did we have some problems.
It looked like a 1980 movie.
Yeah, we had some internet issues or video. I don't know what the problem was, but it was not good.
Oh yeah, everyone's having internet issues. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we are here to talk about coffee. Maybe we'll talk a little football because it is that time of year, which is very exciting. So if you're not a sports fan, I apologize in advance. We'll get to that here in a moment. First, let's talk about coffee.
Yes.
And this coincides with the first topic we wanted to talk about anyway, as we always start off these episodes with what we're drinking. What we're drinking here is something that is quite trendy right now in the coffee world, and that is...
It's a Jellycat coffee.
And it's a Jellycat coffee.
Jellycat coffee.
Yes. And of course, we're talking about protein coffee. Yeah, we injected some protein into your coffee.
Yes, I know.
It's
for better and for worse. Not really. It's mostly for the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been trending off. It's been popping off a lot recently. Everyone's been doing it. Workout culture is at like an all-time high now.
It's
super
crazy.
Duper awesome. But
it's crazy.
This stems a little bit mostly from Jamie actually, because obviously, I had the pleasure. Okay, yeah, I know. It's him too. That's right. Actually, it's a cycle because I didn't really hear about it from you, but you kept pestering Jamie about it, and then Jamie pestered me about it.
Yeah.
And now I'm pestering you about it. It's like
it's come full circle. Yeah,
exactly.
It's come full circle. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, sorry. Let me correct myself. JD got Jamie onto the protein shake grind, and Jamie drinks protein shakes all day, every day. Okay, maybe not all day, but like he has it way more now, and he's been super loving it. So he's been doing that a lot, which is a great benefit for me because now we have protein shake shipping to our house all the time. So I mean, I'm not complaining. I love working out.
Oh my gosh, no, it's the best. I've been doing this for a while now. Before it became trendy in a popular way, I won't be naming other companies that have been stealing my idea here. But I've been doing this for a while because I do work out a little bit. I play a lot of hockey. That's my main source of exercise. But the main thing that I try to do is limit my calorie intake so it doesn't get too crazy. And that's been extremely beneficial for me. The main reason, or the main thing that I do is I've been putting protein in my coffee for a long time now. Yeah. And so I don't it's pretty much my breakfast. It gets me through lunch. I might consume some fruits and nuts to have some substance that's healthy, but I don't really gorge myself, and not that I gorge myself anyway, but I don't really eat a big meal until I get home for dinner. And even then, I try not to order McDonald's or anything like that. You know what I mean? So
relatively healthy.
Yeah, relatively healthy. And so it's been working for me. I've been doing this for a long time because coffee is a great stimulant anyway that suppresses hunger. That's been talked about forever anyway.
Lots of research about that one.
Lots of research about that. So a lot of you that drink coffee probably know this already. So you add protein to the coffee, and the combination is powerful. It's really, really good.
It's everything you expect out of a protein coffee, actually. It sits nice and heavy. You can definitely feel like the protein and the caffeine in there. So I think it's pretty much like if you want a protein coffee, like this is definitely the way to do it.
It's good. It's
awesome.
It's really,
I would actually recommend it.
Sits heavy. It's nice. It'll get you through breakfast, lunch, whatever your plan is. And yeah, it's fantastic if you're working out a lot.
Why can't we have more of like these kind of trends rather than like Dubai chocolate?
Seriously.
Because this is awesome. Yes.
At least with this, we're promoting health and trying to better ourselves. We're not over here drinking chocolate and sugar and caramel. You know?
We try to be a little bit more purist over here, but I think this is a worthy exception. Maybe this can go on like the bourbon cream tier.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's exactly where it belongs.
Yeah.
If you visit us in South Florida, where we are,
Hollywood,
Florida, which is another thing. We're in Hollywood, Florida. Some people have confused us with the other Hollywood. Understandable if you don't know anything about us, but yeah, we're in Florida, yes. Hollywood, Florida. If you come by our cafe, we have this option available. You can add it to any coffee drink that you like. Add a little protein to your life and skip out on some of those bad calories, you know?
Yeah, and we're open earlier now. We're open at 7 a.m. So if you do your morning workout, come get a morning pick-me-up.
It's perfect.
It's perfect for like post-workout, going into work, etc. Yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend. So come give us a visit if you're around here.
Exactly. Maybe you do some push-ups at work, you know, however you get your exercise in.
Push-up competition in the front maybe. Or arm wrestling, like 20-minute bracket.
I could win a skating challenge here, but that's probably about it.
All right. It's close enough. Look, you got to make it through the first round. You better than the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I know.
I guess they did it last year, but that doesn't count.
I know. And they're struggling right now, the Leafs are, which is awesome.
It's great. I love the curse. They're up there with like the Jets and like eternal curses.
I know. They're never going to win, and which is exciting. Yep. I love it when the Leafs aren't doing well, when the Senators aren't doing well. We love that. We absolutely love that.
Sorry for hurting your feelings if you're one of the Leafs fan.
But anyway, protein coffee, highly recommend. It's fantastic. I would also recommend coffee on Saturdays if you're watching football. I've talked about this before. Coffee naps during the day, they will save your life. I'm telling you, it's a game changer if you've never tried it. But drink a little coffee, 20-minute nap, and that 3:30 slate, you're ready to go.
You're awake.
You're awake. You're ready to take on the rest of the day. It's fantastic. So we were going to talk a little college football, which is hilarious because, as I noted last week, we did this and we couldn't use the footage.
Yep.
Although it would be funny, even if the footage is terrible, to just slice in. We'll see if we can make it work. I said last week. Because last week we were talking about the Hurricanes, the Miami Hurricanes.
God.
And I said,
no.
They're good. They have no competition. They got through their slate, the heavy slate. They're going to be great the rest of the season. They're going to go through no problem. And then 3 days later, they lost. So I totally jinxed it.
I'm not kidding.
I apologize.
I watched this game live. So I went away for the weekend. That's why we didn't re-record this earlier. But literally I went camping this weekend. We were sitting at the campsite watching this game. And I was there with my sister, actually. My sister, that's where we're really UM fans. She went to UM for her college degree. Uh-huh. Oh, my goodness. That was so depressing to watch live. And then it was like the hint of the comeback. I was like, okay. We're actually we could potentially walk off touchdown here. And then, 4th interception. How do you throw it 4 interceptions?
He should have had 5. Remember the one got
that's right. One got turned around. Interception for each millions of dollars he gets paid this year.
And he's been really good, which is
he has. It was a surprising way more terrible play, which compared to how he's been doing all season.
And I read a stat that was the first home loss in his entire collegiate career, whether it be Miami or Georgia, which is crazy. And they still had a shot. They still had a shot at the end to tie the game, and then another crazy interception. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But I will take the onus on that loss because 3 days prior, I did say that they should get through the rest of the games fairly easily.
I thought SMU was going to be the hard one. What the hell?
I know. Louisville turns out pretty good because they're, 5-1 now after that win. So I underestimated the Cardinals. I apologize.
I was not familiar with your game.
I lived in Lexington, Kentucky for about 10 years, so I guess I was more familiar with the Cats than I was with Louisville. But, yeah, I was not familiar with their game. I certainly do apologize for that.
That was great.
Re-recording this, though, is more fun for me as a Michigan fan because last week we were coming off getting our asses kicked to USC, so I was much more depressed. But this last weekend they beat the living snot out of Washington, so they're sitting fine at 5-2 at the moment, and they look much better.
Which is great because Washington they're a pretty strong
team. They're a good team.
Actually.
Yeah, they're a good
especially
team.
After that Ole Miss game, I was like, whoa.
So yeah, I was very happy with that. And this weekend we get little brother. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I did with Miami, so I'm not going to guarantee a victory or anything like that.
They're going to do so bad, guys. Obviously, you got reverse psychology, the curse.
Yeah. Look, it's a rivalry game. I don't know if I ever told you this. But I'll tell it here on the show. So my son is 10 years old. He just turned 10. Just had a happy birthday.
Yes.
So the day he was born, I don't know if you remember this or not.
Okay.
Or this game.
Wait.
Did I tell this story?
Yes, I think I remember this.
I might have told this last week in the show that never went out.
No, I don't think you mentioned it last week, but I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. Yeah. But my son was born on a Saturday, and we go in, and my wife is also a big college football fan, so this is not me ignoring her and being the terrible husband. That's not what this is.
Oh, man.
We go in, and Michigan plays at noon, so we put it on the TV while she's, going through and getting dilated and all that. Now, once it gets serious, we do turn off the game. Again, I'm not crazy. I'm not trying to be murdered here.
I'm not crazy, I swear.
I swear. So I turn off the game. And then my son is born. Everything's great. And then we go into, they put you in one of those back rooms and you start feeding him and you change him for the first time and all that sort of stuff. So when we get to that part, I turn the game back on, and it's near the end of the game. So I've missed most of it by this point. But Michigan is winning by like 3-4 points. All they have to do, it's fourth down. There's like 10 seconds left. All they have to do is punt the ball, and they win. That's all they got to do is punt the ball, game over, another win. And this is against Michigan State, one of their biggest rivals. And college football fans, you'll know what's about to happen. Michigan State blocks the punt, they scoop it up and score a touchdown and win the game. This is literally moments after my first son is born, the most devastating loss possible. If not for my son being born, I might have jumped out of a window. But thankfully, nothing was going to ruin that day. So
exactly.
If you're going to be a big sports fan and you're going to experience the worst losses your team could possibly have, I recommend having children on those days.
Have a children scheduled for football.
Exactly. Because, oh my God, it saved that day from being just the worst. Thankfully, it ended up being a great day. But that day is always associated now with Sam being born.
It's quite
funny. Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, I remember this story.
Crazy. And
Crazy
that play lives on in college football lore. You still see replays of it all the time.
There's always like the select crazy college football games that happen of rivalries.
I know. It's
at least one that lives in my head, at least rent free, is that Auburn Alabama one where Auburn returned.
Yes.
The receiving
Yeah,
kick.
And the field goal, the missed field goal that went all the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you never know in rivalry games.
Stuff happens, exactly.
Yeah, I mean UCLA beat Penn State earlier this year. That's not a rivalry, but that's still one of those holy crap, anything can happen at any moment kind of things. So I'm not counting my chickens. I mean, who knows? Michigan State could pull the upset again. Who knows? But
who knows?
I'm liking my odds at the moment, though.
Indiana to the finals.
Man, who would have thought Powerhouse, Indiana, football school, turns out.
Yeah, apparently. Who knows?
Like, forget all the basketball nonsense. They're a football school now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And UF is the opposite.
Yep.
Yep.
UF, that's another development. They've fired their coach. Yep. Florida State's probably going to fire their coach soon.
No, they're not. They said that they released a statement. I forget. I think it was the athletic director. They said they're going to stick with Mike Norvell for the rest of the season, and then they'll do a season end assessment.
Okay.
Season end assessment. Which basically, as translation, is they don't want the buyout to be as large as it is right now.
Which is fair. We'll see, though, if they lose next week again, boosters might that patience might fizzle out.
I have to say, it's like what was it? the Seminoles have been crazy. It's like we're so done, and it's like we're so back, and now we're so done again.
I know, and you couple that with the Dolphins being the worst team in the NFL. I mean,
the Jets
and the Jets, one of the worst, bottom three. We'll just say that.
Bottom two, to be fair.
Bottom two. Yeah, they just lost to the Browns, so yeah, definitely bottom two.
By a lot.
The Hurricanes are the only thing the state has going,
and the Panthers at least,
as far as football is concerned.
Oh yeah, for football. Yeah. Well, Florida doesn't have a lot of other sports going on. A lot of other sports in Florida suck.
I admittedly don't keep up with the FIUs of the world. I don't know if any of is FIU having a good season?
No.
Do you know? No, they're terrible.
I think they got 2 wins. Well, there's USF actually.
They're pretty good, right?
I'm a big USF fan this year.
Yeah, USF. Yeah.
USF to college football.
Okay, so you got USF too.
They just kicked the absolute butts of FAU actually, which I mean, I hope they would. FAU also sucks, but
so
that's football.
You got. South Florida is okay. South Florida is okay. You got USF, you got Miami. The rest of the state, not great. Not great. Anyway, thanks for indulging our football talk.
Welcome back. If you skipped this section, congratulations.
Yes.
You've made
we
it out.
are back to coffee.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
What you got next for us?
So really,
I could talk for ages.
I mean, I guess as we wind down here, hold on a second. I will be right back. Because I need to tease something and I didn't bring it over here.
2,000 years later.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And let's talk about the holidays.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's talk about the holidays.
So fetched out.
Halloween is coming up. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I know a lot of people are like, you're talking about the holidays that hasn't even been Halloween yet. I get it.
Look, I don't get it because these are the same people that said we want pumpkin spice at the start of August. No. We're allowed to talk about holidays in October.
That is true. Yeah, the fall really begins August 13th. That's pretty much how it goes these days. But look, we're just a couple of weeks away from the beginning of the holiday season.
Where should have roast coffee?
Some of you shop early, some of you shop late. So, I don't know who I'm talking to. Maybe you're one of the early shoppers. This loot box is. Some of you have heard of this, some of you may not. But this is an incredible deal. This is an incredible deal. In each loot box, you get a coffee, you get a black mug, and you get a fun little box.
I'm pretty sure that is like the biggest value out of any bundle or gift box we have. That is like the greatest value thing. That's not like that's at least like a bundle and other stuff. I mean, coffee is just straight up coffee price, but
in
terms of bundling,
the price for this, you're essentially getting the mug for free, and even the coffee is a little bit less than what it would be on its own terms. Yeah, that's essentially what you're getting here.
We never roast crap coffee here. We try,
and it's good coffee.
The whole purpose of Koffee Kult is to roast good coffee. You're always gonna get some good coffee in a loot box. I promise you.
Yes.
I cross my heart, swear to die, whatever.
Exactly.
It's excellent coffee.
Regardless of what the coffee's and look, it's a loot, so it could be anything.
And there's dark roast in there. And dark roast is freaking awesome.
And it's fantastic
dark roast right now.
Yeah. So this is an incredible gift. Whether you want to put this in stockings or under the tree, or you just want to throw it at your neighbor's face, whatever you want to do, this is an incredible deal. An incredible deal. So buy as many of these as possible. Again, the mug is essentially free. You get this fun little box that has some fun decorations. There's a cameo in here that I don't want to reveal.
If you know,
it's
you
great.
know.
If you know, you know. Absolutely.
I'm not sure about word as a cameo though.
Well, it's like a hidden Easter egg.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. That's
yeah. If you know,
you know.
Speaking of holidays, though, as well, my favorite coffee, it is coming back. I will share with some of you whatever we roast. I usually take home 50%, and then I leave the rest of it to you guys.
So he wishes. Oh my God. I don't think you can physically drink that much.
No. This coffee, for real, though, is astounding. It is really, really good. So if you want something that tastes like the holiday season, you have to get this coffee. It is really fantastic. I deeply love it. And this is also coming back at the beginning of November. So stock up on this. We will certainly have some deals for this happening throughout the holidays as well. And this year we're going to have some new exclusive deals that we haven't had before that you'll be able to check out on the website. But we'll talk about that on next week's show.
Yes.
For now, I at least wanted to tease these two things.
Well, I'm pretty sure this transitions into our next topic. However, if we're seeing this in October, there's a chance if you have this certain app that the kids like to use called TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah. If you have TikTok and you're seeing this in October, there's a possible chance you might be able to get some holiday blend right now. And it's not November yet.
Yeah. So if you like the little tickety talk.
You didn't hear it from me, though.
Yeah. Just saying it could be there. So who knows? You might have to go look.
So I guess we're going to transition to TikTok. But we're doing a lot more TikTok stuff now. So one thing we're doing is holiday blend. It's going to be live a couple days earlier. So if you want holiday blend ASAP, you go on TikTok. There's a great shop on there. And since we've been focusing a lot more, we're also going to be doing some exclusive deals on there as well. So we're going to have like some coupons potentially. You'll be on the lookout for those. So make sure you follow us on TikTok because we're going to be sharing all of those exclusive deals with you on there. And you're only going to be able to find it on TikTok. It's not going to be in an email. It's not going to be on our website. It's going to be on TikTok.
Yeah. Yes.
So definitely follow us on there for some exclusive deals. And they're picking up a lot. Actually, like the UI and everything, like the TikTok shop, it's pretty damn awesome on there. Like
it is.
We've been enjoying like updating our stuff on there. It's been enjoy learning about TikTok actually a lot. Mm-hmm. So 100% I would follow us on there if you have TikTok at all.
At Koffee Kult, you can find us there. And that's really our handle everywhere.
Yeah, and you can find us by seeing our two beautiful faces on there.
Exactly.
And maybe
you'll see a lot more of him than me, but we're definitely there.
I like to make coffee. You see me making coffee on there probably.
Yeah, some of these deals will be available sooner rather than later if you join us there on the good old tickety talk, as the kids call it. So
I'm not sure if anybody in my generation at least.
Yeah, I might have made that up. I don't know. Last thing, get out of here, and this is not something we can really help. But if you follow the news, you've probably seen in recent weeks and months there have been tariffs on Brazil. So our Brazil coffee, the prices are going to increase. There's just no way around this. We do apologize, but so it is what it is.
Yeah, so it jumped a significant amount. So it like just now affected us since we got our next batch of green coffee in, and it's really difficult because it was like we saw the receipt and we were like, what, that much? Like it was pretty crazy. So usually the blended coffees, so things like medium roast, eye cracker, and Thunderbolt are the three main ones. They're gonna jump up like just like a smidge in price. We're trying to eat like a little bit of it. There is some hopefully that products that are like naturally grown, maybe they'll get a reduction in there, but for right now, like we have to do that to survive. Our whole goal, I said it earlier, we're only roasting great coffee here. We really don't want to compromise at all on that. So we're trying to do our best. We're navigating it as best as we can, but it's pretty much a necessity. It's hard to survive without it. So if you noticed out on those three blends and just our Brazil single origin, they did go up like just a smidge. We tried to minimize it as much as possible, but it's just something that had to happen. Yes,
it was unavoidable given recent events. Hopefully, this is the interesting thing about re-recording this because since last week there has been an announcement that those tariffs could be going away or being reduced significantly. We'll see how that works in practice once that hits, if it does. And who knows, maybe the prices will go back. We'll see. But for the time being,
I hope it does.
Yes, that's what we're hoping for. But for the time being,
especially for eye cracker, I love the eye cracker.
I know, it's fantastic. I love that coffee. I don't want it to change. Again, we don't want to compromise quality, to Lucas's point. So
absolutely, you will not get crap coffee from us.
No, it's
promise
good.
You.
It's still really good. We don't want to replace Brazil with something that's terrible and reduce the quality. So
over my dead body is going to be crap coffee coming out of this facility.
Exactly. So just bear with us as we deal with this, as you all are having to as well. But hopefully in the near future that will go away. But for the time being, that's where we stand with that. Again, be on the lookout for Holiday Blend, Loot Box. You're going to want to get that. And again, just to reiterate, our coffees of the month, we got Thunderbolt and Ethiopian Harar, 2 extremely different coffees.
Exactly.
It is wild, the difference.
Both ends of the spectrum. But if you're in our new coffee club, you're going to be getting some Harar. This is some awesome coffee for Portland.
Don't put protein in Harar. That is sacrilegious.
Not for Harar.
Not for Harar. You got to choose a different coffee than Harar. I'm sorry. That's just the rules.
It's a holy coffee. Don't tamper with it. Grind it.
Exactly.
Put a bunch of hot water on there and drink it.
It's fantastic. All right. That'll do it for this week. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We will probably have a new episode next week as well. We're going to do back-to-back weeks given the issues.
Hopefully the internet doesn't break. I know JD likes to break the internet.
Try not to, but
JD's
never
fault,
know.
just remember.
Sometimes we do too much dancing on the TikTok, and the internet is like, no, we can't have that. So that's what happened, probably.
It's our internet. It's our internet mojo.
Exactly. All right. You all have a great rest of your week. We will talk to you guys next time.
Bye-bye.